And we are live, and man, we are fired up. Joey Clams is going to go through the screen tonight. I think something's going to happen with him. What's going on? We got comments coming out right out of the gate, but let's get right to it. Joey Clams, you're fired up. What's going on? And right now, I don't know how much Cincinnati's paying you under the table, but you sound like you're Cincinnati's #1 booster right now.
Well, I just want to say happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there.
Yeah.
Dear friend of mine, Vietnam Vidi, Joey Galante from the Verrazano Cadillac Club. They got beautiful old classic Cadillacs. They show them off all the time, looking them up. And I'm just sticking up for the guy that nobody sticks up for. I'm not going to be join the crowd and jump on somebody. Cincinnati hasn't lost a game. They belong in the top 4. They got the second biggest win of the year in Notre Dame. But they love this Big Ten because they got an inside guy on Iowa. They keep pushing and squeezing Big Ten teams into this top 20. They got bad losses. They lose out-of-conference games at home. Ohio State, Oregon came in there, won from the whistle to the gun. Minnesota, they had them ranked 20th last week. They lost. They were 31 favorite to Bowling Green. 31-point favorite to Bowling Green, loses at home. And Wisconsin lost at home, got taken out in body bags by Notre Dame. And that was Cincinnati's big win in Notre Dame. That's all I got to say. It's a cartel.
There you go.
They got Joey the loaded dice.
By the way,
you know what that committee is? They remind me back in the day down on 40 Deuce when they were playing the Tree Card Monte in the shell games. Come on, they're frauds. Fugazi.
By the way, guys, Brian, BP the Great Parent saying hello. Well, all right. He's saying what's going on. Henry Zimenoff got a lot. Oh, I'm going to like these next two comments.
What's up, Henry?
From Henry. Got a lot of covering on the NFL side, but I'm just glad Javonte Williams was named NFL's Rookie of the Week. That's the back. And Mr. Paul Rosen said he's the real deal. And David Slade, our great friend from Rocky Mountain Sports Report. How about them Broncos? And how about them Broncos, David?
There you go. They're out tonight. You guys deserve it. Kurt, let's get the rest of the intros in.
Yeah, let's get
something very important again.
You know how they say the lady in red? Let's go to the man in red. Mr. Siciliano, how are you?
That's right. The only one. I'm great. I hope everybody's doing fine.
Mr. Carson Shear. By the way, Carson, I will never take your Detroit loss. By the way, you and I had a rough week. Auburn, tough loss. Michigan State, tough loss. But I will never take the Lions again. Joey Clams, I had the Lions plus 24.5 against the Eagles 2 weeks ago. It was over in the third quarter.
Yep.
Never again. Never. Well, how are you, Mr. Shear?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Hopefully you guys are having a great night. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. And, I'm ready to roll. Let's do it.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick, you're wearing the Nick hat. We had a tough one last night.
We had a tough one, but I'll still support him. We got our good friend Ricky Winkowicz joining us from Pipe Bomb to be our guest NFL picker today when we do NFL picks, guys. But more importantly, Joey Clams hit it. Happy Veterans Day to everybody.
Yep.
And I want to repeat something I did yesterday, Kurt, real quick. For those who weren't here yesterday, Carson, Joey Clams, and audience members that aren't listening. I read this article, and I want to share it with everybody. Pat Tillman's number in the NFL is not retired league-wide. Should be retired league-wide is what I want to say. Pat Tillman, former All-Pro safety for the Arizona Cardinals, quit football after the 9/11 tragedies to serve and protect his country. Pat Tillman died in a friendly fire accident in Afghanistan over 17 years ago. He joined the Army after the 9/11 attacks. In May, a petition was started by Sean Wilson and surpassed 10,000 signatures to get his number retired league-wide. With Veterans Day approaching, this was Veterans Day here today, it is now close to 60,000. It is Wilson's goal to see Tillman honored by the NFL with his uniform number retired league-wide to honor Tillman's ultimate sacrifice he made as a result of 2001. They say a man is not dead while his name is still spoken. It is Wilson's hope that for the rest of time, anytime an unknown person enters an NFL stadium, they will see Tillman's 40 hanging from the rafters, and his story will have to be told. and his name will continue to be spoken. There's a petition on all you got to do, guys, if you're interested, just go on the internet and click Pat Tillman petition. I don't have the link or anything like that, and just sign it. I mean, let's support that. If you're a supporter of it, go support it and sign this petition. I think the league needs to do something right and get this guy's number retired league-wide.
Great job, Kenny. Great job.
Yeah, agree 100%.
Get the signatures out there.
Yeah.
Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there.
And happy Veterans Day. And if you know a veteran, or if you see one, thank them for their service.
Yes, sir. A couple more comments. Henry's coming in. Assuming he'll lead Denver's O-line the rest of the season, but assuming he'll be lead Denver's O-line the season. Jonathan Cooper seems to have Von Miller mentality now. Great job by Jonathan Cooper. Denver will host Philadelphia this Sunday. I got the best possible seats since I won their iconic seats giveaway. But trust me, it's D-line's going to crush the Eagles. Oh, that's awesome. I hope he has a great time. I've been in that stadium once. It's unreal. And we went for a preseason game, Jen and I. But that's awesome, Henry. Eddie Murphy. Numbers should have been retired years ago. David Slade is saying thank you. So, again, happy Veterans Day to everybody.
Yep.
And how you doing, Jenny Hoops? How are you?
By the way, Ricky just posted in a comment that the NFL... Oh, get the NFL to retire. There's the petition, I guess. He just put it in. He put it in the chat.
Nice.
All right, Kenny. So what do we got going? You want to get right out of the gate? Kenny, want to go?
Yeah, but you got a couple. Let's change it up, Kurt. You didn't tell the guys, but it's nothing big. You got two college basketball games for us to pick, right?
I do. I got two college basketball games, and
let's get those out of the way so then we can concentrate on football the rest of the show.
All right, so here we go. Two awesome games. This is going to be tomorrow night, both late. I believe this is 10:30 tomorrow night. Number 2 Villanova, number 4 Villanova is playing number 2 UCLA, and I believe the number, it's off FanDuel right now, but the last I saw it, Joey, correct me if I was wrong, I saw UCLA as a 2.5-point favorite. So, Joe, I seen
a couple 2.5s and 2s out there.
Yeah, so that's the last I saw. So, Joe, start it off tomorrow night, college hoops, Villanova, UCLA.
Oh, that's a great matchup. Big East versus the Pac-12. Villanova, powerhouse. UCLA always was an old school powerhouse. They're legends over there. Beginning of the year, UCLA's bringing everybody back. In this game right now at this time, I'll take the Bruins against Villanova. Let Villanova work things out, and they'll be right. Right now, it doesn't matter right now, the season. It's not like college football where they put your feet to the fire, But
okay.
I'll take the Bruins laying the 2.5. I
actually got Jenny Hoops' pick on this, guys. Jenny Hoops is going with Joey Clams, and she's taking UCLA too. I'm going to take the 2.5 points. I think both teams, like you said, are seasoned. I like Gillespie. I think Jay Wright's Cronin's a good coach, but I think Jay Wright is one of the best in the business. So if you're going to give 2.5 free points, I'll jump on it, and I'll take Villanova. Carson, where are you going to go in this one?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm all over UCLA this year. You saw what they did in the tournament last year. Johnny Juzang, watch out for him. The kid's an absolute stud. You talk about Cronin. He took that team from the first 4 to the final 4. So, he just deserves a lot of credit. I'm going to go with the Bruins as well.
Sis.
UCLA.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick.
Pick me and you I'm shocked, Kurt. Maybe because it's the beginning of the year. I'm almost preseason still. I'm going with you. I'm Villanova, Big East all the way. I think this team's going to be very dangerous for Jay Wright. Jay Wright is got a team that is national championship contender here. And I'm going to take Villanova making a big statement against the Final Four team of UCLA.
Okay. Next one is on Saturday night. I want to say this is 11:30. Number 5 Texas against the number 1 Gonzaga Bulldogs. Gonzaga is a 7.5-point favorite. Sis, I'll start with you.
Gonzaga.
I'm with you, sis. I wish that Shaka Smart was still coaching this Texas team, because Joey Clams, I still can't get over losing. I lost last year with Texas when they were a 2 seed and they lost to Abilene Christian. Yes,
I know.
Abilene Christian. You got to be joking. And I'll tell you this, for St. John's, this is 2 easy wins with him going to Marquette. Shaka Smart. Get out of here. Joe, it's Carson. Who are you going to go?
Give me Texas with the points. I think it's going to be a closer game than what people think. I'm going to go with Texas in the points here.
Joey Clams.
7.5 is a little steep. I think Gonzaga will have a big lead. Would they get under? You know what? I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. I don't trust Texas yet. I'm going to go with Gonzaga. They always got something to prove. They always got to, play big. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs and Gonzaga.
Yep, I'm with you too. And Kenny, you taking your guys?
I'm taking Gonzaga, and I'm going to make a bold statement this year. I'm going to be riding Gonzaga this year a little bit. I didn't like Suggs. I thought he was a hot dog. I want to see what this year's Gonzaga team is like. I like the center. For Gonzaga, and he's back. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Timmy.
Yes,
Drew
he's
Timmy.
back. He's back. I think this team is going to be very dangerous this year, and I want to see who they're going to do. Who do you got to replace Kispert and Suggs, and then I'll make my prediction if they're going to go far in the playoffs. But give me Gonzaga against Texas.
All right, couple comments coming in real quick. Amari, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Amari?
Amari.
Henry Zimanoff saying, I wonder what's the Pac-12 record so far this season. Washington suffered a devastating loss to an average team. I'm glad Colorado barely got the win in overtime. Yes. Mark Calderio. Hello, Michigan State fan. Good game on Saturday. So he's throwing the digs in on you. Amari's taking Gonzaga.
Just a heads up to Ricky. He's in the waiting room. We're going to bring you in for NFL, Ricky. I know you asked for NFL, so I'll bring you in towards the end of our college football picks.
Eddie Murphy's going Texas. Bryce S. Hard to bet against the Zags. And
What's up, Bryce?
Henry's actually asking him why.
Well, that's big news, too, that we should get into real quick. Bryce, a Panther fan, real quick.
Yeah.
30 seconds or a minute. Who wants to take it? We'll give it to Carson. What are your thoughts of Cam Newton going to the Panthers?
I love it. I was shocked when the Patriots released him. This man won the MVP a few years ago. I think he could go right back to where he was when he first started off his career at the Panthers and have, dare I say, another MVP kind of season. Maybe not this year because it's obviously halfway through, but next year, I think he could do it. Maybe Sam Darnold, he's got to stop it. He's been a little shaky these past couple weeks, so I like it.
Good, and he's hurt. So, and Sis, I'm going to give you Odell Beckham Jr. You sent me signed with the Rams. Give us your thoughts on that.
No comment.
Fair enough. The rich get richer. The rich get richer. That's it. They're deep. They're all in. That's all I'll say. They're all in. But Kurt, I think, did Sis make his pick for Gonzaga, Texas?
Yeah, he did.
So college football time. Let's get rolling.
Yeah, let's start with Let's start with Joey Clams because he's been fired up. By the way, Matt's saying Staffier, our good friend, Rocky Mountain Sports Report. Hey Kurt, no Aaron Rodgers in orange and blue. He doesn't want him. So I don't know. That's for another day. But I want him. All right, here we go, Mr. Joey Clams. Michigan, Penn State, right out of the gate. Michigan is a 1.5 point favorite right now. That's what the line is. I just checked it. 1.5 at Penn State. Where are you going to go on Saturday afternoon?
That's really a tough game. Boy, Penn State is getting 1.5. But you know what? Give me Michigan with their running game. They're a better team. They just got to start finishing games. They got to win. They're going to have to win a big game sometime. I like Michigan's got a good offense. They can run the ball. Their offensive line. Give me the Wolverines.
All right. Mark is saying Michigan. Sis.
Yes, Mr. Valenti. It's Michigan, not Michigan State.
Oh, Michigan. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I'm busting.
Attaboy, Sis. Attaboy.
Kurt, Kenny, calm down. I'm teasing him. I'm going with Penn State here. At home, the white shakers, the pom-poms, that's a lock as far as I'm concerned.
You know what? Amari's going Michigan, and I'm with you. They'll start the whole chant, whatever it is. We are Penn State. And I think, again, over. At home, hey, listen, they've played bad versus Illinois, but you know what? They were right in that game at Ohio State late. I saw them play Auburn. They're physical. At home, they're a little different. I'm going to go with you, Sis.
110,000 people in the stands help Stoke.
Yep, I'm with you. Kenny.
Harbaugh better win this game, and he better win Ohio State, or he's not back next year. Amari, Mark, I hope you all are listening out there. Big Dog, the rest of those Michigan fans.
Yeah.
You're going to get this one against Penn State. I'm going Michigan.
All right. And
but you better beat Ohio State. You better beat Ohio State. That's all I'm saying.
And our Big Ten guy, Mr. Carson.
It kills me to say it because I hate Michigan with all my heart. Reigns here. They obviously jumped a few spots in CFP rankings this week. I think they got something to prove as well, kind of getting back on the win streak. What's crazy in the Big Ten right now is Ohio State, Michigan State. They all control their own destiny right now. So this is a huge game, kind of do or die for Michigan if they have any chance at the CFP. I'm going to go Michigan here.
All right. Mark is saying, relax, Kenny. You got him a little fired up. All right. Let's go to another team. Oklahoma, undefeated. Big 12 matchup at Baylor. Joey Clams, I'll start with you again. Oklahoma, 6.5-point favorites at Baylor.
Yeah, I like the Sooners here. They're starting to put things together. They're starting to move the ball on offense. They're all getting comfortable with the new quarterback. And Baylor's an up-and-down team, and I don't trust them. Oklahoma's got a little chip on their shoulder now. If this is any time for them to show anything, it's right now. When they're getting disrespected, that's when you show up. Give me the Sooners in Oklahoma.
I'm with you, Joey. I think the committee, they actually said the committee basically said, all right, we're gonna let go of those couple games when Spencer Rattler was the quarterback. We're gonna monitor you now, and we're gonna treat you just with Caleb Williams. And you know what? Just like you said, they got that little chip on their shoulder. I think they get it done. Baylor's a team, nice little story, but I don't know how much you can trust them. I'll go with you, Joey. I'm with Oklahoma. Carson.
Beginning of the year, I thought Oklahoma was frauds. You kind of started to see it with kind of shaky wins over Kansas and Tulane. But like you guys just said, Caleb Williams is the real deal. A few years, I hope the Lions take him because I think he's going to be a stud one day. I'm going to go with the Sooners here. I think this is a huge game for them. I mean, they just came off a bye week. Committee kind of really screwed them a bit. They dropped them a lot after the first CFP rankings. I think they get it done this week.
They got the ski masks on. That's what they walk in the show with ski mask on. They're crooks.
Lynn Marie saying, good evening, gentlemen, and thank you for the badge. Love the show. So there you go, Sis. And
what's up, Lynn?
That's a segue to you, Mr. Sis. Who you got in this?
She's a good person. You guys are all jumping on Oklahoma. The public's going to all be jumping on Oklahoma. It's a setup game. I'll take Baylor.
And Kenny, you agreeing with Sis?
I got to agree with Sis. I've been saying it all year. Oklahoma's been a fraud. They're barely covering against anybody. So I gotta go with Baylor at home and hopefully pulling off the upset because I don't want Oklahoma near the top four.
All right. The Georgia Bulldogs, the best team in the land, going to at Tennessee. Again, here's where it's the SEC. This is where, oh my God, it's only Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee would probably be undefeated in the American Conference along with Cincinnati, but this is what you have to do in the SEC. You got to go play every week. You got to go play these tough teams.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Kirkpatrick, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
I'm going to go Tennessee, but before that, there's an interactive question out there that looks pretty. I like this interactive question for the audience and panel. Question for the audience and panel. What saying does Sis like to say on Wits and Wagers more? 1, that's a lock, or 2, woodshed. That's for the audience and the panel. So I'll answer. He likes to say woodshed would be mine if he had to choose one of the two. Tennessee with the points. I think this is going to be one that is going to be Georgia's going to have a tough time here. They're going to win by like 14, one of those lower scoring games. 28-14 type of game. That's going to be my prediction on this.
Okay, by the way, the spread right now is 19.5. Carson.
Yeah, I feel sorry for whoever is going to be number 4 in the CFP rankings because I think Georgia's the real deal. Their defense is only giving up 6 points a game. It's just unheard of. They're saying it's one of the best defenses that they've ever seen. 19.5. I think they cover this one, to be honest with you. They, I think the spread was like in the 30s against Missouri last week, and Missouri covered, but I think it's only 19.5. It sounds like a lot, but I think Georgia covers.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know.
Wait, what's saying, Carson? Let's just like to say more. Lynn's saying Woodshed.
Woodshed a lot more. Yeah.
Two very smart people right there.
Yeah, listen, I'm with you. I'm with Carson with the Georgia pick. I mean, just how can you pick against them? Once that game they're going to score and they're going to run on Tennessee, and once that score gets to like 14 and 17, you're praying because you're like, how are we going to score on this team? So, I know the quarterback for Tennessee is a lot better, but I don't know. I just can never pick against. They're the best team in football, so I'm not going to go against them until they prove that that they can't cover. So they cover every week. I'm going to go with them. Joey Clams.
Yeah, I took Tennessee plus the 20.5 early in the week. Tennessee's offense, they run a little fast offense. They get up to the line really quick, and maybe it might keep Georgia's defense maybe a little bit off balance for a little bit until they adjust. And Tennessee's got a pretty good defense, and Georgia's offense is nothing to write home about. So I'm taking the points with the Volunteers.
Okay.
And Lock or Woodshed?
Not the Woodshed, the other one, but I never say the other one. I can't say that. I don't say that word out of my mouth, so it's the first one.
I'll say it, the Lock. And sis, Kurt, what was yours, Woodshed or Lock?
Woodshed.
Yeah.
By the way, Bryce is saying Georgia, will probably be up after the first quarter. And Mr. Sis hinted this last night. I don't know if he's going to go on record now.
I'm gonna give you a Lee Corso. Ready?
Yep.
Where are you? Not so fast. Tennessee in the upset at home.
Wow.
Rocky Top. You heard it tonight on the show.
Wow.
Yep, I'm going with
this. If that happens, look, let me just ask you this question. I don't want to go to everybody. If that happens, who's number one? Georgia stays number one or Alabama number one?
Georgia stays number one.
Okay. And back to the SEC. Again, these games, Joey Clams, you don't hear these teams in that American Conference. 7-2 A&M, 7-2 Ole Miss, number 11 at number 15. Right now, A&M is hot. A&M runs the table, and they said this: you guys are really going to go crazy. But if Alabama loses one game and A&M gets to the SEC championship and A&M beats Georgia, and on their resume they beat Ole Miss. They beat Bama, Georgia, and Auburn.
They're in.
Listen,
Yep.
They're in. I don't care what Cincinnati's doing. They're in if they win that. If they win that SEC. So
I agree with that 100%.
So sis, let's start with you. A&M minus 2.5 at Ole Miss.
A&M by at least 10.
Carson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A&M here as well. I think they're hot and they're gonna keep rolling.
Joey Clams.
I'm gonna be with everybody now. That Texas A&M is playing really good right now, and Ole Miss is missing a couple of receivers. Then that's their bread and butter, and I think they're one out. I'm going to go with the Aggies. On this, they're going to go in there and do a home invasion and win. Cover the spread. And
Joey Clams, are you going to 15th Avenue in Brooklyn tomorrow to get the mozzarella or what?
No, that's Leone's mozzarella. No, when I go get mozzarella, I go to the Bronx. I go on 187th Street. I go to Casa della Mozzarella. It's the best.
I got you. Okay. Thank you.
Carson, Kenny.
I'm gonna go different than the guys here. I'm gonna go Ole Miss. I'm gonna go with the better quarterback, Matt Corral, and Lane Kiffin. Though better buy the fans the movie theater butter with the popcorn for this game. Otherwise, it may be a long game. But I think Ole Miss, Matt Corral, this is going to be his statement game for the NFL.
You know what, Kenny? I'm with you. I think, you know why? I think that, I don't know, like A&M wants to play the low scoring, but if Ole Miss gets them a little bit early and makes it a higher scoring game, I don't know if A&M can play with them there. Listen, Ole Miss doesn't care if they give up 40 points. I mean, That's how they play. They go for it on fourth down. So if it gets into the 30s, can A&M score 30? I don't know. So I'm with you, Kenny. I'm going to go there. One more game. We got number 9 Notre Dame, a 5.5-point favorite at Jenny Hoops' UVA. Carson, I'll start with you on this one.
Jenny Hoops is going to like this one. This is my upset special of the week. Give me the Virginia Cavaliers. They're going to take down Notre Dame.
You know what, Carson? I swear to God, and I'm not doing it because of Jenny Hoops. But, oh, by the way, Jenny Hoops also picked Gonzaga. So she had UCLA and Gonzaga. But not because you said it. And you know what? This is gonna be the finisher in Cincinnati because they need Notre Dame to win. And 2 weeks ago, UVA gave up over 60 points to BYU. Yes, I'm not joking. 60. And that defense stinks. So if Notre Dame doesn't win this game, it's gonna shoot Cincinnati right down. And I am going to tell you this. I'm with you, though, Carson. This is it. This is going to put the dagger in them. Cincinnati, the UVA is going to put up 40 points. It's just, are they going to be able to match it? Because they they might be the worst defense in the country, Virginia. I'm sorry, since Virginia's going to put up 40. I'm with you. I'm taking outright upset. Sis.
Nice.
I'm going with Jenny Hoops' Virginia team with the points. I think it'll be a closer game. I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring. That's just me, though, but I'll take Virginia in that game.
Joey Clams, he's going Notre Dame. I know it.
Get the bird sheets out for all my pigeons there. I'm going with Notre Dame. Virginia gave up 700 and something yards a couple of weeks ago.
Yep,
and
60 points.
Notre Dame is they won. Would they win like 30 in a row? What's their record? In the last 30 on the road. They got a good road record. I'm going with Notre Dame. Virginia gives up too many points. And Kurt, did Cincinnati steal your lunch money or something when you were in school?
No, I
bring them up and everything.
I love it.
We're talking about Virginia, but you hate them. They must have did something to you. They must have took your lunch money or something.
No, you got me fired up pregame. You got me fired up.
You still never. Ohio State's got the biggest loss in college football.
Mr. Kirkpatrick, come on, come with us and go against Joey Clams on this one.
No, but I'm going to make you even more sick with this comment I made. I'm going Notre Dame, but Notre Dame's got an outside shot of still getting in this playoff because the committee will favor them if teams start to lose. With their record now, they're not in because they lost to Cincinnati. But if teams start to lose, Big Ten's got a chance of knocking each other off. Big 12, Oklahoma's got a good chance of getting knocked out. Oregon's not a lock yet to get the Pac-12. And Georgia, Alabama got to play each other most likely in the SEC championship.
Hey, Kenny,
count Notre Dame out. And then what are you going to do, Kurt, if Cincinnati and Notre Dame are both in?
I'm going to take every penny I own and find anybody I can loan me money and bet against Cincinnati and Notre Dame. That's what I'm going to do.
Listen, that ain't going to happen. This is what's going to happen, Kenny. Notre Dame is going to jump Cincinnati. It's all about money. It's about Fazools.
Well, if you do that, then that's
what it's all
about. You got a better chance of Santa Claus showing up at your house than Notre Dame getting in the top 4.
Jimmy
Eiserman jump Cincinnati. That's the way it is. It's all about the money.
By the way, Jimmy Eiserman saying hello, what's going on? And yes, I will give him a call back later on, Jimmy. All right, real quick, we're going to do this rapid fire style. I got 2 more games, just real quick. We're not going to break them down. I'll start Joey Clams. Purdue is getting 21.5 at Ohio State. Where are you going?
Give me 21.5 with the Boilermakers.
Kenny.
They're 9-2 as road dogs.
Mr. Kenny.
I'm with Clams, 21.5. I'll take Purdue.
I'll take Purdue too. Carson.
Yeah, Purdue Spoilermakers. I think they take the points in this one.
And Mr. Sis.
I could see it happen though. I really could see it pull it off. I wouldn't doubt it.
Mr. Sis.
Nah, you ain't beating Ohio State at home. No way. Ohio State.
With the point, you're going to lay 21.5.
I'm laying the points.
Okay. And last one. Actually, I made a mistake. I kept saying Virginia's got the worst defense in the country. It might be Wake Forest and it might be North Carolina. They're bad too. But a sneaky ACC game. NC State at Wake Forest. Joey Clams, Wake Forest is a 1.5-point favorite at home.
Give me the Wolfpack. I took them +2.
You know what? I'm with you. I can't trust Wake Forest. That defense is atrocious. Carson.
I'm with you, but then again, their offense looks really well.
Atrocious.
I think they bounced back after that loss to UNC. I'm going to go Wake Forest.
Kenny?
I'll sweep this one, so that means put that on your ticket. I'm going to take Wake Forest. NC State over Wake Forest.
Sis?
I'm going with Joey Clams for the first time tonight and taking North Carolina.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kirkpatrick, that's the college.
No, I'm on Pitt tonight, not North
Oh,
Carolina.
no,
I'm on
NC State. I think he meant NC State.
Joe, get on the show, Joe. Get on the show.
Pitt. I am on the show, buddy.
I'm just teasing you. Relax.
Yeah,
Hey, real
Adam,
quick.
you said
You
NC
know what?
State.
Hey, real quick, guys, real quick. Seriously, we forgot tonight. Pitt, 6.5 right now. Joey Clams. NC State or Pitt?
Oh, I took Pitt.
Okay, I'm with you. There's no way.
It's North Carolina. It's not NC State.
No. NC
That's
State.
what I meant to say,
NC
big
State,
guy.
Wake
Yeah.
Forest. But tonight you're on Pitt, Joey, right?
You didn't give me a shot at that.
No.
game either.
We're just doing it now. Joe's on.
Oh,
Pitt.
my bad.
I'm with Joey Clams. I'm going to take Pitt. Kenny,
Pitt.
Carson,
Give me Sam Howell, UNC.
and Sis.
No, I'm taking the Panthers tonight.
Okay. So there you go, Kenny. That's the College Board.
I want to bring in our special guest for NFL picks this evening, fellas. I'll introduce you to joining us from Pipe Bomb Radio. You there, Ricky? Connecting to, there he is. You should be there, Ricky.
What's up, boys?
What's
Hey,
up, Ricky?
Guys, this
What's
is
up?
Ricky
Ricky.
Linkwich from Pipe Bomb Radio. Ricky, real quick, if you'd like to just give us a quick rundown of what Pipe Bomb Radio is for those that don't know.
Well,
And then we can get
it's
into our
actually
NFL.
it's actually a menage a trois of shows. We have Patriot Pipe Bomb, which is on Thursday nights, Pipe Bomb Radio on Wednesdays and Fridays, and Arch Rivals Football on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
And guys, Kurt's on his Arch Rivals Football. I've been on Arch Rivals Football. I'm going to be on this Saturday with on Arch Rivals Football 4:30. If anybody out there is interested in listening to that show, great shows that Ricky does out there. And if you like sports and you like everything he does, music, anything, go check him out.
By the way, Ricky, thank you for coming on. But Ricky, Kenny was scared today to try to pronounce your last name. I'm not going to say it. I'm afraid to say it. I'm just going to say Ricky from Pipe Bomb. So he
I
did say it.
practiced for a good half hour before the show
He
started.
did
Ricky.
say it. I'll give him credit. All right, Kenny.
Great
so
job,
give-
Kenny.
I think I got it right.
Yeah, you did.
Linkwich.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Kirkpatrick, throw out the games. I know you went over the games, but give me the ones you want to go over, and I'll put them up on the screen.
Well, guys, Ricky's a Patriots fan, so let's start with Ricky's Patriots, who are playing the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are a 1.5-point favorite, and I'll start with our special guest this evening. Who do you like in that game, Ricky?
I got to tell you, as of late, so let's rewind to the beginning of the season where the NFL analysts and everybody gave the Patriots legit no shot to do anything this year. Obviously, right now, they're in the 7th spot in the standings in the AFC. So the one thing I can really say about that Patriots defense right now is it is starting to get back to where it was back in 2019. Before everything else hit, that defense was ultimately dominant. And as this season is going on right now, that defense is getting dominant again. Everybody said last week with Darnold that he was seeing ghosts once again. I totally agree with it. The secondary getting a little bit stronger, the front 7 getting there. There's no Nick Chubb this weekend, which is going to be a very, very big loss for the Browns. And I see this game being a lot more competitive than I thought it would be. And I'm going with the Pats.
Nice. Let's go 6. That's how I see it on my board.
New England.
By the way, we got a comment from a Good Gamer 78. I wonder who Carson is hoping for.
For which game?
I'm not sure. I guess this game. That's what the comment is.
Oh,
I'm sorry, sis. Who did you like in this game?
New England.
All right. And Joey Clams.
Who do you have as the favorite? You said the Browns.
I got the Browns.
No, I got New England.
FanDuel.
Kenny, I got New England 1.5. It must have switched. I got New England 1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a play on this game earlier today on the money line. I took the Pats. There's a lot of distraction with the Browns, and plus without Chubb, that's their big thing, their running game. And Belichick has got this team growing and growing. All they got once they protect the Patriots, protect the ball, because that was their problem at the beginning of the year. They left a lot of games of wins out there by not protecting the ball and losing the ball. But they're getting better at it, and their defense is primed up. Go with Patriots. They're hot.
I'll go to Carson next.
Yeah, I'm with all you guys. I think Patriots, they're going to kind of get back to the way they once were, like Ricky said. Browns don't have Nick Chubb. I like Mac Jones and Bill Belichick.
I'm going to go with the Patriots as well, Kurt. I'll just keep mine short and sweet. Mac Jones is showing to me that he's the best quarterback out of this draft. I will personally come on the air and say I was wrong about him. So hats off to Mac Jones and the season he's having over there so far this year. And I'll take the Patriots as well. And Kurt.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ricky's Patriots too. Just like Ricky said, this defense is getting back to what everybody thought it was going to be 2 years ago, Mac Jones. And you know what? This Odell Beckham thing, I mean, it could backfire on Baker Mayfield. No run, not much running game. Baker better step up because, a lot of talking and everything. And this Beckham loss, I think, is going to hurt them a little more than people think. So I'll go with Ricky's Patriots.
All right, let's go to another good game. This game in the NFC caught my eye. New Orleans Saints traveling to Tennessee. Tennessee is a 2.5-point underdog. And I'll start this one with Sis. We'll change the order up each game.
Tennessee.
All right, and let's go to Joey Clams.
I got the Saints in this game. I took them +3 early in the week. Tennessee has been riding a good wave lately, but sooner or later it's going to have to, shoot them in the foot. Without Henry, Saints got a great defense, and they can run the ball, and they travel good on the road. Give me the Saints.
I'll go next. This is one that I disagree with Joey. I think this Tennessee team's going to come out with another victory this week, and I'm going to ride them until they lose. And I'll take this team at home who's starting to play defense against a backup quarterback in Trevor Siemian. And give me the Titans big in this game by at least 7. Carson.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kenny. I think Titans, obviously everyone's going to fade him because, oh, no, Derrick Henry, that's going to be a big loss. Yes, it is, but, A.J. Brown's back, Julio's back, Tannehill's starting to come back and get his groove. I think their defense showed up really well on the road against L.A. on Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
And Ricky, you're up.
Well, I got to say that the Saints right now don't have the best winning record at home, which is usually one of the most dominant places where they do play. Tennessee is a road warrior at this point. They're 4-1 on the road. The defense is more than enough picking up for the offensive loss with the king gone. I really will say that the offense is going to start to pick up steam. They just got to be a little bit more careful on the offensive line. And the quarterback issue for the Saints is my question. So I'm going to go to the Titans.
And Mr. Valenti, wrap up the Titans Saints for us.
My commentary is just exactly what Ricky said, the quarterback. I've seen Trevor Siemian many times, and I saw him on the road. Get used to this week. When it's 3rd and 7, he's going to throw a 4-yard pass. They're not going to score more than 13 points because that's what he does. He doesn't push the ball down the field. He's going to try to game manage, and you're not going to hold the Tennessee Titans to 13 or 16 points. So, I don't like those both quarterback, Taysom Hill. I mean, that's going to be, that's a nightmare also. But Trevor Siemian on the road, no way. No, I'm taking Tennessee.
Next game I selected, fellas. Good game, another good game in the NFC. I'll start this one with Carson. Seahawks traveling to Green Bay. The Packers are a 3.5-point favorite at Lambeau.
Oh, boy. boy. Give me the Packers. Jordan Love, I think he's got some promise. He did okay last week. I think he'll have a better game this week. Going into Seattle, there's a tough environment. We're going to see what he can really do. So it's one of the toughest plays to win at. But I go with Packers and their defense.
Now, keep in mind, Russell Wilson is back this week.
Yeah, I'll still go with the Packers.
Okay. Ricky, let's go to you next.
To me, this is like the ultimate trap game because at this point right now, you have no clue whether you have A-Rod playing. You don't know the full capability of what Russell Wilson's going to be. And a lot of people are saying buyer beware on Russell Wilson because they still don't know if that finger is fully healed. So again, this could be another Jordan Love versus Geno Smith matchup. And the only way I would really give anybody the advantage would be Seattle with the passing game because I think at this point their receivers are a little bit more established. Seattle's got one of the worst defenses in the NFL. I probably would have to go Green Bay on this.
I'm going to go next on this one. I'm going to agree with Carson and Ricky in Green Bay. And is it out of the question that Aaron Rodgers is out this week?
No.
He can be activated on Saturday.
That's what I thought.
The question being is that a lot of the reports were saying that he has felt some symptoms of what I call the global bastard. And the stamina part is going to be the thing that if he can't build it up by Saturday, you're guaranteeingly seeing Jordan Love on Sunday.
Okay. I'll go Green Bay at home. That's going to be a tough place for Russell Wilson to come back after that many weeks and win. So I'll take Green Bay at home, making some defensive plays. Let's go to Sis.
I wouldn't bet on the kid Love if he was playing in his backyard. So I'll take Seattle.
And let's go to Kurt, and then we'll end this one with Joey Clams.
You know what? This is hard because if it is, you know what though, I'm going to take the home team. You know, like Ricky said, the Seattle defense is just poor, and it's actually shocking because I mean, listen, I saw firsthand in the Super Bowl in what was that 2013. It was all about the defense, and now they can't stop anybody. I mean, I wouldn't love it if it's your money's on Jordan Love, but I'll still take it just because home. But if you get Aaron Rodgers, I think they blow him out.
Great. Let's do a 4:00 game.
Oh wait, we didn't get Joey Clams on this one, did we?
Oh yeah, my bad. There's so many people on the panel tonight.
What do you got me on the panel on my list?
Forgot the most important guy. I want to hear his pick.
What
on
am I,
this one.
Mirage? The only thing with this is you got the 3.5, and with the shakiness of the field goal kickers around these days, especially with the Packers kicker, but I'm gonna take the Packers at home because I think they're gonna control the clock and run the ball. They got two big running backs. They're gonna run the ball down Seattle's throat, and they're gonna make the game. They're gonna make the game easy for this kid if it is him. I think it is gonna be him. So I'll lay the points. Packers at home. They've been covering at home, so I'll take the Packers.
Okay, I got 3 more good games for us to comment on, and then we'll do the rapid fire with the rest. Kurt's Broncos last week shocked the world and beat the Cowboys. 2.5-point favorite. We'll go to Kurt last on this one. I'll start this one with Carson. The Broncos are a 2.5-point favorite at home against, I don't know, you could say an overachieving Eagle team. They're playing better than I thought they would.
Yeah,
give us your pick on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Broncos again. Big win at Dallas. They're coming home, Mile High City. I'm going to go with the Broncos here.
Let's go to Ricky.
Again, this is another one of those traps. To be honest with you, I'm going to say this, Kurt. I still do not have any faith in the Broncos whatsoever. Teddy Bridgewater is the ultimate Jekyll and Hyde, like Jameis Winston was already earlier this year. You don't even know what you're going to get out of it. Both teams can both equally give up just as many rushing yards either way. The Eagles are now running the ball at 74%. Second, the next one closest is 58%, and that just so happens to be the Pats. So if the Broncos are going to average about 115 yards given up on the ground, that may be a tough deal. I'm going to go Philly. Let's
go Joey Clams.
Yeah, I took Eagles +3 earlier. I had to buy it up, and I put it in a little parlay just for some pizza money. I like the Broncos better when they're dogs, and I still can see them winning the game, being a 23-21 game, 23-22, something like that. Somebody missing a 2-point conversion. And I'm going to go with the Eagles because the market every week is favoring the Eagles. Even last week against the Chargers. Chargers were favored by 3. They went down to 1, and then the game closed at a pick 'em. Every week, the market is favoring the Eagles. But I'm going to take the Eagles this week.
I'm going to disagree and make Carton or Rocky Mountain Sports Reports guys happy. You cannot have a letdown this week. And I don't want to take any of Kurt's words, but you cannot have a letdown week this week after how you played last week. You beat the Giants, you beat the Washington football team, you beat the Cowboys. Clean sweep the NFC East and go into your bye 6-4. Give me the Broncos all day. Win by a field goal, win by 4, cover the spread, and I'm happy. Sis.
Yeah, the Broncos have to win their last week's game, unfortunately, will be really meaningless. Plus, they need to stay abreast in that division. So I'll go with the Broncos at home.
Kurt, floor is yours.
Yeah, same. Just like we talked about last night. Beelan nailed it. It means that you're riding high. You're the talk of the town, but it means nothing if you can't win this game. And this is one of the biggest game in years. There, you're home. You're playing the Eagles. You should win, and then you have a bye. You're going to be getting Bradley Chubb back. You're going to be getting some of those linebackers back. Offensive linemen are coming back in a couple of weeks. You go in that bye 6-4 in a 3-game win streak. Listen, the Chiefs aren't the Chiefs. Nobody trusts the Raiders. And, again, do you really trust the Chargers? You're right there in that division. If you lose, everything's over, and it's over with. This is a game they have to win, like Sis said, must win. And I think Denver wins and covers.
I got 2 more. I got the Sunday night game and then the Monday night game. I'll start this one with Sis. Chiefs, Raiders, Sis. The Chiefs are traveling to Las Vegas, and they're a 2.5-point favorite in Las Vegas.
This is where you're going to see Kansas City team start to bounce back in this game.
You're going Kansas City, obviously.
Kansas City.
Okay. Joey Clams.
Yeah, this is a big play for me. It's going to be one of my best plays in the pros. It's Kansas City. You could buy cheap on them now. The spread's never been this low for them in a long time, and this is a get-right game for them. There's a lot of problems going on with the Raiders inside. They cut their other cornerback, and their secondary is nothing to write home about. I see a get-right game here. I don't know the rest of the year for the Chiefs, but I think the Chiefs come in and they put up a big game, and they win at least by 10 points. Kansas City.
I'm going to go to Kurt next.
The only thing that I'm going to agree with you two guys, and I'm going to take Kansas City. But I will say that this Raider team has been a problem to Kansas City the past couple of years. I want to say they beat them last year in Kansas City as huge underdogs, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll tell you, the Vegas is just going to line up and run the ball and try to punch them right in the mouth. And that's not good. Kansas City is going to have to play the physical game because Vegas is going to be physical with them. But I agree with you guys. Reluctantly, I don't love this. I don't like it a lot, to be honest. But I would take Mahomes in this situation. Like Joey said, when you get Mahomes minus 2.5, that's why I like it. But I don't know. Not a lot of faith in it, but I'll take Kansas City with you guys.
Let's go to Carson next.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Raiders are a mess. We all know the news about Henry Ruggs. Joey mentioned they just cut their cornerback. Gruden's gone. I'm going to go Chiefs here. I think this is, again, you got to go Chiefs in this one.
I'm going to let Ricky go last on this one. Mine's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to disagree with you guys. I'm going to take the Raiders. The Raiders do not travel well to the East Coast. If they would have beat the Giants, I think this game would have been more like a pick. You're getting the Raiders, which in my opinion, that stadium has become a home field advantage already. That stadium is fired up every game that they play. I think the Chiefs they can't stop anybody. And I'm going to sign up with the Raiders getting 2.5 at home. Give me the Raiders. And Ricky.
I got to tell you, I'm going to go with the Raiders too, because one of the things that I love about football is I know the Cardinal saying, defense wins games. And unfortunately, to say it, neither one of these defenses are really that great when they average almost 390 yards given up per game. But in a lot of categories where you have a very viable running attack with the Raiders right now, Jacobs is back. Kenyon Drake, that's going to be a question whether they're going to have him available for the game or not. But if the Kansas City Chiefs are going to sit there and give up rushing yards all day long, the Raiders are going to run all over them. And it seems to be almost like there's like a next guy up when it comes to the Oakland Raiders. They were on a little bit of a roll. I'm going with Raiders.
We got one more game, guys, and then we'll do our best bets. I'll do the quick rapid fire and then quick hits. The Rams 49ers. I'm going to give this one to Carson first. The Rams are traveling to San Francisco, and they're a 4-point favorite, Carson.
Yeah, it was kind of weird seeing Stafford kind of throw 2 picks and 3 passes. That doesn't happen too often. Obviously, I'm a fanboy of Stafford. I'm going to ride with him until the day I die. I hope he wins it all this year. I think the Rams have a bounce-back game. I think McVay is going to get that team back together. I'm going to go with the Rams in this one.
By the way, Ricky, Carson's a Lions. He's a Michigan guy, so he's Michigan State, Lions. So he's a suffering fan over there in Michigan. So we allowed him to adopt the Rams because of his guy Stafford. So that's his adopted team over there.
I'll forward you pictures of the Stafford jersey.
There you go.
Yep. Let's go to your pick, Ricky.
I got to tell you, there's still apparently like the LA Rams is like the place for like misplaced toys because everybody ends up there and then they never have any picks afterwards. Von Miller is marked as questionable for this game from that ankle injury, first off, so we don't know if that's going to happen. OBJ is not going to be in uniform Monday night. Let's not even think about that issue. For some reason, the Rams' offensive line seems to be a little bit leaky as of late, and that's where Tennessee really took advantage of them the other night. And San Francisco got George Kittle back, which may be a bit of a tougher pill to swallow for that Rams defense because now you're adding back another weapon. The line I have here is San Fran getting 4. Rams are going to cover that, but I don't think it's going to be one of those easy run-over games that everybody's been saying that the Rams are going to be doing as of late. And there's going to be a lot of disruption. I think the trenches are going to be the keys for this game.
Let's go Sis.
San Fran's too banged up. It seems like they got a lot of problems over there too this year with the head coach and all of that. So I'll go with the Rams. I mean, they're getting all these players. They're trying to buy a Super Bowl, which I don't think is going to happen myself. But for this week, I'll take the Rams.
Joey Clams.
Yeah, Sis, you're right. There is something going on over there. There's a disconnect between the coach and the front office. It's all stemming back to the draft where Kyle Shanahan wanted to draft the kid out of Alabama who went to New England. And they told him, no, Mac Jones is not a number 3 pick in the draft.
Yep.
And that's what he wanted because he even told you in the interview when they said, oh, how'd you think your quarterback did today? He goes, he looks like he's not ready to go. And that was a shot at them. But you know what? And they lost 11 out of their last 12 home games. I mean, they got the wine and cheese crowd over there. But for some reason, they're dogs. And you know what? And I'm not impressed with the Rams. Like the gentleman before me just says, their offensive line has got holes in it. They're weak. They're soft, their offensive line. Tennessee, they made one of the worst defensive football look like the Steel Curtain last week. So give me the 49ers. And Jimmy G wins. He gets W's. Kittles is back. Listen, they fumbled the ball twice last week, and they got right out of the game. But give me the 49ers. Give me them as dogs at home.
Kurt.
You know what, Joe? I want to agree with you because, listen, I love Kyle Shanahan. And, again, I pray that they let there keep being miscommunication because I would scoop him right up and get him to Denver because that's the biggest mistake Elway ever made as a GM is hiring Vance Joseph over Kyle Shanahan. But the only thing that scares me a little is that defense. I know they're injured. Like Sis said, they got a bunch of injuries and stuff. But, I mean, you're home last week. You're playing against Colt McCoy without Deshaun Hopkins. And Arizona's going up and down the field on you. And that's a little scary because that's not what you're not going to have Colt McCoy this week behind center. And you're not going to have, backup wide receivers. You're going to have.
Actually, right. The update on that is that he's not been seen in practice all week. You may have Colt McCoy again on Sunday.
I hope not for my fantasy league. Wow. But I'm gonna take the Rams. 4 points. This is just like I agree, like what Joey was saying with Kansas City. Like 4 points isn't a lot. I don't know. Maybe because of Monday night, but San Francisco. I'm not gonna say they show that they're quitting, but they have not looked good, and there's issues going on there. So I'll take the Rams in a bounce back.
And I'll end it with this: we all have fun little rules that we follow, like you may have a rule like, oh, I'll take the Rams every third Sunday, no matter what. Well, my rule is if a team's playing back-to-back primetime games and that team lost, like the Rams lost last week, take them on Monday night because they're not going to lose back-to-back primetime games. That's just a rule I have. So I'm going by that rule, Rams covering the spread and beating the 49ers. And quick hitter style, guys, like rapid fire for these other games for the record on the show. I'll start the way I see it on the screen. Sis, Jaguars, Colts. We're just going to run them down for you. You give me, and then I'll go down the line. So Jaguars, Colts. Colts are 10.5-point favorites, Sis.
Jaguars with the points.
Falcons, Cowboys, Sis. Cowboys 9.
Cowboys.
Bills, Jets. Bills 12.
Bills by 30.
Bucks, Washington football team. Bucks 9.5.
Bucks.
Lions, Steelers. Steelers 8.5.
Steelers.
Vikings, Chargers. Chargers -3.
I'll take the Vikings there.
And Panthers, Cardinals. We don't know Kyler Murray's status. Cardinals -10.
Don't matter. Cardinals.
All right. Next on my screen is Joey Clams. Jaguars, Colts. Clams.
Give me the Colts.
Falcons, Cowboys.
Falcons.
Bills, Jets.
Jets.
Bucks, Washington football team.
Bucks.
Lions, Steelers.
Lions.
Vikings, Chargers.
Vikings.
Panthers, Cardinals.
Panthers.
Okay, same questions, Kurt. Colts, Jags.
Colts.
Falcons, Cowboys.
Falcons.
Bills, Jets.
Bills.
Bucks, Washington football team.
Bucks.
Lions, Steelers.
I told you, I will never take the Lions. 24.5 points, Carson, and I got beat. Nope.
Yeah.
Steelers.
I don't blame you.
Vikings,
sorry, Carson.
Vikings, Chargers.
Vikings.
Panthers, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I'll go next. I'm gonna go Colts, Cowboys, Bills, Washington football team covering, Steelers covering, Chargers covering, Panthers -10 if Murray doesn't play. If Murray plays, I'm going Cardinals. But for the show, I'll take the Panthers -10. Carson, Colts, Jags.
Colts.
Cowboys, Falcons.
Cowboys.
Bills, Jets.
Bills.
Bucks, Washington football team.
Bucks.
Lions, Steelers.
Lions lose this game. They're going 0-17. Give me the Lions.
Number one pick countdown. Let's go, right? Vikings, Chargers, and we'll do that show live next year when Carson has the number one.
Yeah. Vikings.
Panthers, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
And Ricky, we'll finish with you. Jaguars, Colts.
Colts.
Falcons, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Bills, Jets.
Bills.
Bucks, Washington football team.
Bucks.
Lions, Steelers.
Steelers.
Vikings, Chargers.
Chargers.
Panthers, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
There we go. There's the football picks, and we're basically on time because we started a couple minutes late, Kurt. So
you got to get our best bets.
We got to get our best bets in.
We got a pro game tonight. That's right, sis.
Oh, Miami. Thank you, sis. Baltimore, Miami, sis. 8.5. Miami's an 8.5 point underdog.
Yeah, forget it. The Ravens.
Clams.
Give me Miami.
Wow. That's a shocker.
Home dog.
You know what?
It's cool.
I'm with Joey Clams. Give me the points.
Wow, another homer.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm agreeing with these guys. The Ravens are laying egg against these high spreads.
It's a lot of points.
High spread. And I'm going to take Miami, but I'm going to say Ravens win by 3. Carson.
Miami outright.
There you go.
You're going to take Miami, but the Ravens win by 3. What does that mean?
Means I'm taking the Dolphins with the 8.5.
He's doing a straight up and then the
Oh,
line
okay. Thanks, Rick.
That's what I do on my show too.
Okay.
I got to cover myself, each way.
Yeah, you definitely
Rick,
better.
like in this game.
Wait, well, you said the line was what, 8.5?
I got it at 8.5.
Okay, I don't like half points at all, so I'm bumping that to 9. I'll take the Ravens straight up and the Dolphins getting 9.
Okay. And let's start with Ricky. You got a best bet for this week for the people to throw a bet on, or are you throwing a bet on? Could be a one team. It could be a parlay.
I got to tell you, I think that Pittsburgh outright probably is going to have a lot better chance playing at home against Detroit. Anything high spread, I think you probably would have the better bet on this week because this is like a little motto I've got going on, and it's been brought back since week 3. Don't trust any team whatsoever because a lot of the teams that have been getting the high spread have not been covering.
True. Buffalo last week.
That's right. And a lot of people wait for this. I want to go to Joey Clams' best bets of the week. I know he's got a following out there on Twitter. Kurt, can you read Joey Clams' Twitter for everybody?
Joey, you know what it is, Joey, or no?
Of course I know what it is.
All right. Go ahead. What is it?
Go ahead, Joe. Give us the Twitter handle.
Joey, it's Joey
_
Clams 69.
There it is.
Love that number.
What about Kurt? Come, you got to tell everybody what happened last week. How'd we do up there?
You did good. You did very good. I think you went, what was it, 3-1?
What about the horse? I didn't hear nothing about the horse.
Well, you know what? Sis should talk about that horse because I am ashamed of myself because I am a diehard Nick fan and how I don't do, what was it? Knicks go? How I don't play that horse. And I watched him right from gate to boom, right out of the gate, never close. I'm disgusted in myself because I should have had the Breeder Cup winner. But you did have the horse last race on Friday, I believe. Correct?
Paid
sis?
17. It paid 17.
Kudos to Joey with the $17 horse. He had it. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes, you
That
did.
came right out of Brooklyn.
Joey, I know you got some college plays and NFL plays for your fans out there.
Best bet in college. I'm going to go back with them again, even from last week, but they got me. I'm going to go with the Falcons of Air Force playing Colorado State. It's a rivalry, but they're going to be able to run the ball down Colorado State's throat and push them back, and they're going to cover the game. Give me Air Force minus 2.5, my best college bet. And Kansas City Chiefs, the Arrowhead Chief fans, they travel good. Half that crowd's going to be filled with Kansas City Chief fans there on Sunday night. So give me the Chiefs. This is a get ready game, get back. Just maybe, I don't know what's going to happen with them down the road, but the Raiders have got too much stuff going on. The Chiefs are going to go in there and win. Give me the Chiefs as my best bet. My 3-team parlay is Purdue plus the points, Tennessee plus the points, and Nevada plus the points. That's a 3-team parlay.
Sis, you got a lock?
My lock of the week is going to be Kansas City in the pros. My 3-team parlay is going to be
There you go, Joey.
Pitt, Kansas City, and Seattle.
I gotta say a couple of Venus to St. Anthony tonight.
Yes, you do.
Yep. Of course, you got a
lock.
bet for everybody.
The first one's going to get Joey
with a
fired up.
capital L, Joey.
I'm going to go with South Florida covering the 23.5 against Cincinnati. Cincinnati has not covered the spread the last 3 weeks, and then Purdue in the points as well.
That's good. Hey, take the points. Smart.
Kurt,
you got to do
I'm going
the
to go.
game.
Ricky, he does this crazy parlay, Kurt. You're going to see in a minute. He's yet to hit one. I'm holding him. He's got 17 weeks to hit one. So, but my best bet in college is going to be a 2-team parlay. Joey, I'd like your thoughts on this. VTech minus 11.5 over Duke. Duke's a mess over there. They can't. They're a basketball school, and Michigan State bouncing back against Maryland, 12.5-point favorite. They're going to win by at least 20.
Yeah. No, I like Michigan State a lot.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I got word up there that it's going to be about 25-mile-an-hour winds up there. Did you hear that, Carson?
Yeah, it was windy yesterday. It's going to carry on up there.
And you know what? They're not going to stop Michigan State's run game. Michigan State's going to run the ball all day long on them. Put your finger out the window and check, and that's what you got to do. Got to check the weather. It's going to be windy.
Hold the paper out. See if we're
pick up the grass off the ground. And throw it up in the air.
That's A9 for Heisman. Like best running back in the country.
Duke is in reverse.
Yeah,
that's a good parlay.
My NFL one is going to be Titans on the money line and Denver on the money line. They're both small favorites, so you know I would lay some wood on it and go with them on the money line. Both of those home teams.
I'm on both. I'm on opposite on both of them.
We lost Ricky. So
yeah, Ricky had to leave. Ricky just messaged me. He had
okay,
to leave.
I'll plug his stuff after when we do closing.
And our good friend Will Colon is saying, "Good show, guys, and make sure 7:30 Viva Los Bills will be on next. So make sure that's on."
I want to definitely talk to them. You know, I'm going to hop on there for a couple minutes and chat with them. I think through comments. Crazy parlay, Kurt. Let's do it. Let's
crazy parlay. I'm going 11-teamer, and you know what? I'm going to bump it up to $20 this week. Okay, $20.
You're starting to lose a lot.
Here we go.
Just so
Here we go. We're going to get it all back.
It's your communion money.
We're going to get this $20 back. This $20 is going to win you 48, 13, 91. Here we go. Penn State money line. Oklahoma money line, Georgia minus 19.5, Ole Miss money line, LSU money line, Virginia plus 5.5, Oregon money line. NFL, Titans money line, Bucks money line, Steelers, and Patriots money line. Book it.
Get the light.
There you go.
I'm booking.
The only one that scares me in that, I actually like that, but the only one
that's not a bad one. That's a pretty good one. It ain't bad.
Georgia doesn't scare. Who's LSU playing?
Arkansas, but they're home.
That's the only one that may scare me there. But other than that, I like that actually.
Okay, jump on board, Kenny. Jump on board.
I might have to do that. I might have to call you tomorrow and put some money in the FanDuel account. Closing thoughts.
The donation. Make the donation.
Kurt, closing thoughts.
Yeah, closing thoughts. Whoever you could do it, Kenny. Whoever you want to go to.
Let's start with Mr. Alabama, Sis. That's how I see it on my screen. You're closing.
Okay, enjoy the games over the weekend. Some of you need to study a little bit more with your picks and, your teams because you're, very disappointed. No, I'm just teasing. But seriously, enjoy the games. And Alabama's got a shit team this week, rather. Excuse my French. So that'll be, whatever. But I really want to see Tennessee beat Georgia. I know it's wishful thinking, but that's my closing thoughts.
Let's go to Joey Clams. Your closing thoughts.
Right. How's everybody doing? Listen, good luck with everybody this week. When you're putting your money up there, be smart. Don't bet with your heart, because your heart is always broken. I'm telling you right now, use your head. If you don't get the right, stop. You can't bet what you want, who you want to see win. You got to use your head, be smarter.
Yeah.
All right, and be smart. If you can't get the right number, check around, look at all the numbers. Go to Pinnacle. Pinnacle Sports is one of the sharpest lines out there. Check that line with your line and go on with them. And let's make some money, cash them tickets, and pay the players. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, Joe. Carson.
Yeah, it was a pleasure coming on every week with you guys.
Final thoughts, and where can we find you?
Yeah, if you guys want to check me out for all your casino needs, Ticket Time on Twitch for live streams Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and for YouTube videos Tuesdays and Thursdays. 4:30 Eastern time. But yeah, it's always been a pleasure, guys. Always love coming on and chat with you guys. Enjoy the games this week, and yeah, I'm ready to go, man. Let's get the blood flowing. A couple weeks of college football left, and then there's going to be a big lots of energy for that college football playoff show. I can't wait for that. So take care, guys.
Absolutely. I'm going to give Kurt the final.
Lock your doors. There's a cartel.
Kurt's going to get the final word. We're going to give Kurt the final word tonight. So mine's going to be Happy Veterans Day once again to every veteran out there. Thank you for your service. And want to thank Joey Clams, Carson, always coming on, being a part of our show.
Thank you. Salud, my friends. Salud.
Each and every week. And, of course, I want to thank our special guest, Ricky Litwinkowicz from Pipe Bomb Radio. They do great stuff over there. Sports, a variety talk show, comedy, music. If you're into different music over there, go check them out at Pipe Bomb Radio. I will be on their football show Saturday called Arch Rivals Football, Saturday 4:30. If anybody's interested in listening or even coming on and joining, there's an open invite for anybody who's around and wants to come on and just make some picks and talk football. And Mr. Valenti, you are up.
My final word again. Biggest Bronco win since the Super Bowl season in 2015. But let's see if they could do it again. I'll be pumped up. I'll be watching them. The stadium will be rocking. I'm fired up with that. I'm fired up with college hoops. My St. John's team, Mr. Siciliano, December 20th, I believe. I think is it the 20th or the 30th? Be ready, baby. Opening night. Big East, St. John's at Seton Hall.
We'll be in the schoolyard.
That's going to be that.
We'll be there.
And I'm going to say this. All I keep hearing is with college football playoffs, I've been quiet because, I'm still saying Bama should make it, yada, yada, yada. We're talking about Cincinnati. But you know what my goal is now? Bless you. In 3 weeks, Joey Clams, you know who the one that's going to put the final nail in the coffin for Alabama? This guy right here. Because Auburn's going to beat them. Auburn's going to put them away. And then we talk about Alabama next September. So that's my final word. We're 3 weeks away. Enjoy it, sis. You'll be in the college football playoff this week. You'll be in it next week. You'll be in it the following week. And then when we get your Thanksgiving weekend, booyah, we knock you out.
I just want to say another thing. For you guys out there that put any money on the NBA, watch it because the totals have been going under. It's starting to move a little bit to the over, so keep an eye on that. And another thing is, there's 2 seasons in the NFL. There's 4 quarters, and now you're at the second half. Things change in a minute, just like in a game. Second half is always a different ball game.
That's right.
So put your sunglasses on your eyes. Be careful.
Everybody has a good night, and thank you again for listening and all the comments.
All right, no problem.
Happy Veterans Day. Thank you, guys.
All right, I'll call you after I eat dinner.
You got it.
Carson, if you ever need